and we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's get started with some breath work and affirmations tonight. Grab an oil that is calling you or speaking to you or is just handy and go ahead and grab that. A geranium and wild orange blend. Mm. Let's go ahead and take some inhales. And if you feel so inclined, repeat after me. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best. I am doing the best that I can. Right. Okay. So tonight we have um, an awesome team call. Kammi is going to be sharing with us about two of our kids collection blends, which are free this month with a 200 PV order. And then stick around for Tasha, who's going to be sharing with us about consistency and income producing action. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and Kammi, take it away.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay, this is way different than 25 fifth graders. Let's just put that out there. Okay. So I'm here to talk about two oils that we use on a daily in this household. They're not just for kids, although they are diluted perfectly for kids ages 3 and up, but you can always do a skin test and see how they react to the oils. So I'm here to talk about Calmer and Tamer, and I'll start with Tamer. It's known as a digestive blend. Some of the essential oils that are in Tamer are spearmint, Japanese peppermint, ginger, black pepper, parsley seed. And its aromatic properties fall under like a spicy, sweet, and minty kind of scent. It helps to ease the effects of motion sickness, and it's great for an abdomen massage. I like to roll it in. I do about 2 circles clockwise on my daughter's stomach whenever she has a tummy ache. And then she's just laying on the ground, and then I just massage her. And a lot of times she gets really sleepy from doing that. So that's kind of a bonus. But yeah, just to ease some tummy tensions there. Yeah. So it can be applied topically. That's how we like to use it. But it's also great for just inhaling. And let's see. Yeah, so you can rub it on the abdomen. I recommend clockwise. That seems to work for us. Bottoms of your feet is also great, especially if you've had a large meal. It helps to digest and get things flowing. It's also really great for your sinuses. So you can just apply it right, kind of like right under where my glasses are here, and you can even do it on the top of your forehead. Just don't get it too close to your eyes because it does have that spearmint in it, and it could affect your eyes a little bit. Definitely make them water. So just put it low enough, right where your sinuses are. And in about 10-15 minutes, usually you can start to feel some relief, some drainage. I do have to share a really quick story about last week when we all decided to have Korean food. Like the whole family love Korean food, love the cabbage, kimchi, give it all to me. But about half hour after the meal, everybody started making some noises in the household, and it was getting, yeah, we just needed something to kind of ease all those things that were happening. So I reached for the tamer. I put it on my daughter, on myself, handed it to my husband and said, rub this on your stomach now, please. Like, let's just save everybody right now. So, and that really, really helped the entire household. Luckily, my in-laws had their own that they could use, so we didn't have to like share the roller. But so that really helped us with just bloating and gas. And that's something you'll notice if you've used it on your kids before, that their stomach almost like goes down. It doesn't even seem as bloated. Yeah, so it's really helpful. It's also can help some emotions. So like if you're going from worried to peaceful emotions, or anxious to reassured, and then imbalanced to calm. So that's the tamer. And it's really great for adults too, not just for kids. So then calmer is the restful blend. Oh my goodness, my husband's like gonna try and video me doing this, I think. So embarrassing. Okay. Okay, calmer. Messing up my flow, babe. Okay. Promotes restful sleep and a soothing, serene environment, allowing bedtime to be peaceful and a welcomed experience. Hopefully, those of you that have children. It's made with kananga, Buddha wood, Roman chamomile, and lavender essential oils. And then again, it's topped with fractionated coconut oil, so the dilution is great for children. It comes in our touch roller. And its aromatic properties would be something along the lines of sweet, floral, and woody. You can apply it to the wrists and just inhale deeply. That's what my 6-year-old does. She applies it to her wrist and then takes 3 deep breaths in. You can also put on the back of your neck, on the bottoms of your feet. Let's see. And I also take the Calmer roller and I roll it below my daughter's pillow, not actually on the pillowcase, so she's not like rubbing the oils on her face, although she probably wouldn't have a reaction or any kind, but I roll it below her pillow on each side. Just a little bit more. Calmer is great to add to your nightly ritual or use to help you calm down. So some of the supportive emotions, if you're feeling overwhelmed to feeling more aligned, unclear to clear, and separated to feeling emotions of being unified. So that's the Calmer and Tamer blends.
Thanks so much, Kammi. And thank you so much to all of the team members that are starting to step up and help out with product education. We're so grateful for you. And you're such a wealth of knowledge with the oils. And so we really appreciate you sharing with us tonight. So excellent. Awesome. Let's go ahead and look at the comments. I did mention that I love Tamer as an alternative to Digestin. You all know my aversion to phenol. Shannon said super helpful when my baby has gas. And I know a lot of mamas, Kehal Brooks is on this call. She loves the kids collection for her baby. Oh, I see a really cute kid on the screen right now. She's gonna steal the show, I think. Michael said, love the smell of Tamer. Yes, give me all the minty smells. And I like that it has a more sort of subdued smell. And I love spearmint for sure. Kai Williams just said, good to know. So thanks for sharing that info. Michael asked, is there a kids version of our oil studies? There isn't. That's something interesting to think about, giving parents the option to use some of the oils for their kids in particular. Janelle says, bedtime routine for my kids. We all love the kids kit and collection. It is currently sold out as a collection, but you can still buy the rollers individually. I think it's a packaging issue, like the actual case issue versus the oils. But again, 200 PV promo this month. If you get a Calmer and a Tamer and a peppermint and a digestin soft gels. So a lot of excellent digestive support. Kehal says, Brooke says she uses the kids rollers daily. And Tasha said, I use my kids' kit daily too. I have our kids' collection right on our dining room table where my kids mostly sit. They're downstairs during homeschool or distance learning, and they're out. And sometimes I'm just like, use a roller. But they can also have easy access to them as well. Janelle says that Tamer was a rescuer when we didn't know my son was colicky. It's not so bad now, but it's still something that they use weekly in their household. So awesome. Natalia says, I have a customer that uses the tamer for pain in her shoulder, and it helps her with movement more than any other products. So I love that testimony from Natalia because it's a perfect example of how we have to be creative sometimes with the oils that we have. Kammi actually mentioned that tamer is great to help with sinus pressure and allergies and so forth. And so one of the reasons, and the same is true for DigestZen, is that it can really help. It's helpful for helping to clear blockages, or maybe in Kami's Korean food situation, um, keep those blockages in more. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. But so the oils in that tamer though can act as something that can help to help to support discomfort as well. And the peppermint and wintergreen would also help with that. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Kammi. Anybody else want to share anything about Tamer? Oh my goodness. I said Tamer and Calmer together and it became Tamer. It's like Benifer, right? Okay, that's very old. Okay, so Tamer or Calmer? Anybody else want to share anything?
Kammi, do you rub the Calmer on Kenzie's stuffed animal? Did you say that once before?
Yes, I try not to get like crazy with it, but yeah, so she has a particular bunny that she carries with her all the time. So I was putting it on the chest of the bunny, and then I'm like, wait, if she's holding it like this, it's got to be on the head of the bunny. So I just do like one little thing on the head, so it's like right here by her face as she's sleeping. To be peeing now, for now. I don't know. We'll see if she comes in any moment now, but yeah.
I love that. That's so awesome. What a great hack. Thank you so much, Kammi, for sharing tonight. Aisha says sometimes I use Tamer as a chapstick. The spearmint in it is really nice. I'm gonna have to try that. I love that. I use Rose Touch a lot as a chapstick, for sure, but I've never thought to use the Tamer. So thanks, Aisha. Um, Kanati said she's going to dredge Cody's stuffed animals in Calmer. You might not have enough Calmer for that one, honey. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to switch gears. Perfect timing. It's 8:45. And I'm going to turn it over to Tasha, who is going to go ahead and share with us. So I'm going to say goodnight to the customer Facebook group. Good night, Facebook family. We hope you learned a lot about Tamer and Calmer, and that you get those free this month with a 200 PV order. So I'm going to stop going live on Facebook and turn it over to Tosh, who's going to share with us about consistency and income producing action. So take it away, Tosh.
Hi, can you make me co-host?
That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. There you go.
Can you see this? I should have had Fraser make it all nice, so don't expect flowers or anything. But consistency is key in your doTERRA business. So these are some tips. So this kind of brings me back to like a scripture that I've been meditating on. Like If you sow sparingly, you'll reap sparingly. And if you sow bountifully, you'll reap bountifully. So that's consistency. Like, it's a marathon and not a sprint. So you want to keep a steady enrollments instead of like burning yourself out one month and then having nothing for the next month. So kind of like keeping that pipeline flowing instead of like off on, off on, off on. Maintaining your 125 PV before the 15th is vital, because we get that free product of the month, and you want your customers to see that you're loving the products so much that you want all the free products too. So I always get my free products because I love my free products. So, and I want my customers to get their free products. So staying consistent with your doTERRA lifestyle is also a big thing too. So just being real, using your products daily, like what we do, and just sharing it, like sharing what you love to do from your heart, like not sharing something that you don't even know about, or you're like, here, do this, but you never did it, or you haven't heard, like connecting it to a testimony, just to help people. So just living that doTERRA lifestyle and helping people live their doTERRA lifestyle. We're going to talk about creating your pipeline and DMOs. So we all know pipes: prepare, invite, present, enroll, and support. So taking it back to the basics, I feel like we have to have a solid foundation in order to grow. So prepare, you always want to add to your hundreds names list. And sometimes you want to go back and create a new one. And just go through that resource. It's called Memory Jogger. And it's like all this things like who's your vet, who's this, who's that. And it really like gets your brain going. So that's really like the first step. And then you want to sample people according to what they're going through, like headaches, sleep, digestion. I almost said digestion. But yeah, so oil studies is great for sampling. Daily mentor calls are amazing. I listen to them while I'm driving, like baking, whenever I can. I'll just pop that on because it just helps my brain know what to say. And then empowered success, we have so many resources. Like we have that one resource that's $25 and you get the 110-page resource with everything in it that really you need to know. It's like all the empowered success in one, pretty much. So I highly recommend signing up for that. And then personal development, that can be reading books. I go to church life group. That's my personal development. Connecting with your friends, your family, acquaintances, just learning to love talking to people, learning to love sharing what you love, and being open and unique and authentic. So share your story and follow up. And then invite. So me personally, I get a better response if I have a connection with a person. Building that connection is vital. I kind of like in the beginning, I was like inviting everybody to my class, like copy paste, come to my class. And that didn't really work for me. What worked is like having that connection, like that authentic connection with people. So yeah. And then presenting. So you don't have to teach your own classes. I took a while to teach my own class, a lot of bottles of adaptive. But we have so many classes, like every day you can invite people to my class, whatever class is on our schedule, it's open for you to invite your people to, and it's best if you attend with them. So just so you have that personal connection, you're coming to the class with them and not just inviting, but you don't have to. if you can't make it, we're there to support them. Yeah, and then and enroll. So you enroll them, help them to choose the best kit for their needs, and then schedule that wellness consult, that lifestyle overview where you're going to help them understand what doTERRA is, what they have to offer, really sharing what LRP is, because we don't want to give them too much information when they're trying to enroll, because it might overload their brain. Because there's so much good stuff, you know, they're probably going to want it all. So once they get their stuff, then we can tell them more and help them get on the loyalty rewards. And we have the wellness programs too, so that's amazing. So supporting them is key, adding them to our amazing Essential Island Living VIP page, where there's like a wealth of information. Such a great resource. Customer service, so always being there helping them with whatever they need, like if they need help making a roller or just continuing to check up on them and following up. And you can set up like a wellness plan. So I know Natalia was doing this. She sets up like wellness plans for everyone, helps them find like exactly what they should be doing every day, morning, evening, and just set that up and help them set up their loyalty reward according to their needs. So belief plus action equals results. So doing all the things, knowing all the things, taking action to doing them will give you your results. And when you're consistent, you'll get consistent results. So DMOs, 2 new contacts a day. This is like general, you can do more, or but this is like key for success. So 2 new contacts a day added to your names list. It doesn't mean you have to enroll them or sample them. It's just like 2 new people that you talk to, started a relationship with, or like you met somebody through somebody. 2 invites to a class, 2 follow-ups, and 2 business conversations daily. So this consistently will help your pipeline start flowing consistently. I'm speaking to myself too. So daily, what you could do is, of course, we all use their products, personal development, contact, sample, follow-up, schedule interactions, classes, and one-on-ones. So just make it a habit. And if you have to post it in front of you so you see it, then do it, because that's what I need. So weekly, inviting people to classes, wellness consults, attend and promote continuing education. So we have education on Sundays and Thursdays. So it'd be great if everybody could attend or invite people to it, because that's really where our team and the people we enroll learn about other things, because it's always a learning process. There's always something to learn. And attending our team calls like you guys are all doing, so extra brownie points for all of you here. And strategy sessions with your enroller, your upline, or whoever you get support from. Monthly, placing your order, set goals, track your progress with your rank and your power of 3. Enroll 4+ customers and 1 builder. That like varies with your goals. That's like great. That's a great goal. And annually attend and invite to events, global convention, leadership retreat, regional events, and incentive trips. So when COVID lifts, we can go to all of this. But as for now, the Pursue What's Pure convention is still available till the 31st. So take advantage of all that good knowledge on there. Okay, these are some questions you can ask yourself. I'm maybe I'll just run through it real quick. Who can I share a product experience with? You can take a picture of this if you want. Share a sample and follow up. Who would be open to learning about essential oils? This is like talking to yourself. Invite them to a class. Who attended a presentation and is ready to enroll? Help them enroll. Who needs a wellness consult? Why am I having a hard time saying that word? Okay. Who is ready for an introduction to the business? So like, this is amazing because sometimes our life gets so busy that we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? Like, what do I need to do? So like questions like this really help me. So I'm like, okay, I'm like so busy, but I want to do work, but I can't think. So this is really great because you can be like talking to yourself, like, okay, one by one, writing names down and then getting to work and doing it. So 10% prepare, 20% support, and 70% is you and your builders. So just nourishing your builders and yourself and supporting your team. Oh, I added another scripture. Let us not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. Galatians 6:9. And that's it.
Thanks, Tosh, for sharing. Consistency is so critical in our business. And I loved everything that you shared and really what you started with saying like going back to basics, because really that's what this is. Like, this business is not about reinventing the wheel. It's not about doing something new and cool and different every single time. Of course, we're always changing and evolving and growing. And, when we learn of other things that we can do, like oil studies and so forth. But ultimately, this business is built on the foundational um, actions. And if you do those consistently, and it doesn't mean that you spend hours on it every single day, but if you do it consistently every single day, you will reap the benefits. So let's go into the chat, although I know I was chatting a lot. I want to share with you guys what Tasha kind of mentioned in a second. So let's see. Okay, so she talked about using the memory jogger. So if you just Google the memory jogger, those of you that did the daily mentor calls, this is a tool that helps you it just lists, I want to say 50 to 100 different types of people in your life that you come in contact with that can help you to kind of like, oh, I've never really thought about talking to that person about my postal delivery person, or my doctor, or there's my florist. I mean, there's like literally a laundry list of people that you can tap into. So that's a really great resource. Listening to business videos and podcasts and so forth while you're doing chores or folding laundry, that kind of stuff is always great. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Oopsie. So Tosh kind of talked about getting training for $25, and it's connected to this new business building guide. So doTERRA debuted. Can you guys see my screen? I can see you, Kate and Michael and Kammi. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Okay. So doTERRA debuted this new business building guide at convention. I posted in the builders group. You can find it on the doTERRA website, but it's pretty comprehensive. It's about 100 something pages long, and it really, let's see, 108 pages long, but it's literally like your beginning to end in this business. So prior to this, we've had the build guide and the launch guide and the share guide. And what doTERRA, I think, aimed to do was put everything right in here. And you can see that it's organized by the pipes: prepare, invite, present, support. So unfortunately, right now, it's only available as this PDF option. So what happened is that I'm going to stop sharing my screen, is that our actual like up line. So everyone's basically under Justin Harrison. Like, he's like, 1001 in doTERRA. But he, in conjunction with Lil Shepherd, who is a founder and our up line, they are putting together a training later this month. So let me pull that up. I did post about it in the biz group, and I know so much stuff goes out. So I kind of want to give a little plug right now that you should be spending 5 to 10 minutes a day in the business group and in the customer group. I'm not trying to advocate for you getting sucked into social media. Lord knows I get that enough in my own life. But you really should be checking in on the daily business posts as well as the customer group posts, commenting, welcoming, and please feel free to share your own things. I'm so excited when people, I feel like Kammi the other day posted a great testimony for LLV and her hair and her nails. And so if you have those, share those, because you guys, yes, I schedule posts and education in there, but I promise you those personal testimonies are what get the most, likes or the most interest. So this is the business basics training, and the unfortunate thing is that it is not going to be recorded. According to them, it's not going to be recorded. It's live, so a lot of you guys work. It starts Monday, October 26th at 2 p.m. Hawaii time, and then it's all day. It's all day on Tuesday, October 27th. But I want to say this, it's $25 and you get that booklet. You get this booklet printed for you in color. So that's pretty much the same price. I'm pretty sure if you were to go print this at like Office Max or someplace else in color, this book would cost more than that. So if you are interested in all in taking advantage of this, this is what Tasha was referencing for $25. And even if maybe you can only jump into the Monday session, from two, for a couple hours, I think it's like 3 hours or something on Monday, you would still get the book, and it would be a great way for you to get started. And that workbook is going to be mailed to you. So it's $25 flat. So it's the book plus shipping and handling. So even that alone is worth that. So this is posted in the Facebook group right here. And I'm going to go ahead for now and just mark this as an announcement. So it's right at the top of the page so you guys can easily find it. But honestly, like I said, I would totally make that investment in your business. And this is sort of the guide moving forward that is really comprehensive in your building. Okay. Naomi said she loved Stu Massengill and Tony Robbins. Yeah, absolutely, that was a really inspirational call. Unfortunately, they would not give me a recording of the call. I apologize. So for those of you that did tune in live, thank you, because it really was a great call. So Tasha talked about inviting to classes, showing up for classes, and I ended up teaching the lifestyle overview class on the last minute on Tuesday. And I'm so grateful that I did, because it really forced me. I invited at 3 o'clock. Class was at 5. I invited about 3:30. I invited 15 of my personally enrolled people that haven't had lifestyle overviews yet. 3 of them showed up. They're some of my newer enrollees, and it felt so great. And then Natalia also had somebody show up as well. So don't discredit the last minute invitations to things too. Sometimes if people are available within the hour or two, it's better for them in their schedules than if you're inviting them a week out, right? And you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, Mom, it was a great turnout for last minute contacting. Yeah, Natalia, so it is a virtual class and training, so I highly recommend even to get that guide, you guys, and hop on Monday afternoon. It's totally worth it. If you did one of these questions, so at the very end, Tasha had some questions to ask yourself. If you did that every single day, ask yourself one of those questions and then took action on those, your business would flourish. My mom says, great share, Tosh. Janelle says, thank you. Michael says, I need to step out of my comfort zone and just connect with people. It's so true. There are so many people that were so afraid to ask or even to just start to connect with. T said, so good. Thank you, Tosh. Naomi said, get clear on what you want, take action, and keep trying until you succeed. Write down what does and doesn't work. That reflection process is so critical. If we just keep moving and moving and moving and never take a step back, or maybe even worse, not moving, not taking action, but we don't take a step back and really evaluate what's working and what's not working in our business, in our lives, in our relationships, as parents, in all the areas, right? Kate said the percentages of time focus hit home. 70% of our time we are working, our biz should be focused on inviting, presenting, and enrolling. That was a great chart around income producing actions. I don't know that I ever seen that one before either. Had you, Kate? I'd never seen that. So I like that because I know a lot of us get stuck in preparing, and that's a big pitfall of our business. Yes, you have to prepare, but you're never going to be fully prepared. And sometimes you need to just dive in and do the work. My mom said she registered. Good job, Mom. Oh yeah, Maris, no problem. That's what this community is for. Family comes first always. And I'm happy that you asked. And I'm really happy that I did it. And to be honest, I want to be on the schedule every month for at least one of those membership overviews, because it really lit a fire under my own ass to connect with these people and get them there. So that's the other thing, you guys. When you teach classes, you are more invested in the process. When you teach classes, you're more invested in inviting people and getting butts in the seats. And while I love the way our community functions and that we offer so much, I think it's really important that you guys treat those classes like you're teaching them. You know, if you're teaching them, there are opportunities every day for your people to come and learn, like Tasha said. So take advantage of that. But yeah, no thanks necessary, Marissa. I should thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach that. So, all right. Anybody else have anything they want to share about consistency in business or anything that Tosh shared? All right. Well, if that's it, you guys, great class. Thank you all so much for showing up for, I don't know why I said class, great team call. I guess it kind of was a class. Kammi taught us, and so did Tasha. But I always love reconnecting with, you know, products and with personal development and growth. And so really appreciate you, Tasha. I know how much it's taken for you to overcome your fear of speaking. And so I'm always really grateful that you step up. So thank you, everybody, for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your teams, for your businesses. Appreciate you all. Let's take a great, yes, Amy, we love that you made it. Let's take a quick team pick. If you could turn on your cameras, please. And you guys, it just blows my mind. At one point, it's funny, people always log off, right, when we take the pictures, but it blows my mind. Like, we have up to like 37 to 45, 50 people on our weekly team calls. And it makes me so happy that so many people show up so hard. All right, so let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, first screen. Cameras on. Smile. All right, and let's move over to the next screen. You never know which one you're on, so keep smiling. Smile. Jen, you made it twice, you cutie. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I want to make sure, do we have any, if you are in a Silver Club participant or a Silver Club mentor, we do have a Silver Club call this Saturday at 8:30 in the Zoom room. So just a friendly reminder now. Do I have anything else I'm missing that I need to remind people of? I think that might be it. All right. Yeah, oil studies, get out your samples for oil studies. Oil studies starts next week, Monday. And I think that's it. Okay, everybody, have a great night. Bye.